behind the mic now, man.
It could be bad. It could be worse.
It could be you and I.
Yeah,
True.
going from bad to worse here.
Not bad to worse. Let some people get on. Takes about a minute usually, doesn't it? For people to start watching.
Yeah.
Get the notifications. Maybe it's because I said we're having Mitchell. Nobody wants to.
Yeah,
watch.
that's not the truth of it.
They can't be. That's not true. That's not true.
When you're following Travis, it's pretty.
Well, no, he had to follow Schrammick, so he was like, "Oh, there we go.
We got one person on there. All right,
Let's
rock
start
and
moving
roll.
out. Thanks, Brad.
Bullet fans live here at Kentucky Exposition Center. I almost said Kansas. You know,
Yeah.
I live in Kansas. Kentucky Exposition Center here. National Farm Machinery Show 2024. Sitting here live with almost said Grant. Ryan Mitchell. Ryan Mitchell from Pella, Iowa, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Is that where Pella Windows comes from?
Yes, it
Is it really?
Yeah,
Okay.
Headquarters is actually in Pella.
No
and
kidding.
Vermeer headquarters is there as well. So we've got a couple good businesses there.
Always wondered that. I always wondered if that's. But points champion in the 540 light pro stock class, but the Outlaws for 2023 slated to pull here. What night do you pull?
Saturday afternoon. Or
Saturday
at the noon
Saturday
session.
noon session. 540 class, man. When did you start pulling in the 540 class, and why did you choose that class?
So Bryce Van Ginder built that thing. So we were going to do like a 466 light limited pro because we had a buddy Chris Bates that has one of those.
Sure, the unknown.
And we started building that thing and 6 years ago, and it wasn't that much more to jump up that 540 light pro. And you have a lot more horsepower, a lot more RPMs, a lot better ride, and we just decided to go that route. So I've never pulled tractors ever in my life, and this is kind of the first.
So the 540 Light Pro.
Yeah, that's all I know. So.
Wow. Okay.
I guess I don't have any bad habits because I really don't know what else to expect.
Hey, and it's your brother Grant, right?
Yeah,
That pulls with you.
Yeah,
who's older? Who's the eldest?
I'm the oldest.
You're the eldest.
I know I look younger, but
is he here? Is Grant?
yeah, he's right over there.
Oh, he's just camera shy. He
didn't want to get in here. So.
So 540 Light Pro. Now that class has been kind of slow to take hold and grow in the Midwest.
Yeah, you get out east, and it's a huge deal out east. Ohio, Indiana, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, even. The class is pretty good size up there. But Iowa, you get west of that river, and it just seems like it's a little slow. But I think there's 2 or 3 new tractors coming this year to add to the class, so that will help.
Yeah, I've heard of at least one limited pro that's going to be a light pro for this year. I don't know if you've heard that or
there's
not.
A new Holland. I think there's an international coming, and then I know there's another international coming.
One out of South Dakota, I think, or two maybe out of new ones out of South Dakota.
John Deere out of South Dakota. Yep, absolutely. So
that will be nice to have more numbers-wise.
Yeah.
And of course, the Western Series, Pro Play League, has the same class.
Yep.
And literally, when I'm selling that class, I have to look at their schedule because I don't want, and I've been in contact with it before too. It's, to see if we can work together on that because the numbers just aren't there yet. And if we book them on the same night as them, then you're kind of splitting the class. It's not good for either organization. But I think once those numbers get built up, and it is an entertaining class. The wheel speed, the RPM, you can hear that RPM and the wheel speed is there. So it's not hard to sell to a promoter, but a lot of promoters in the Midwest still don't know what it is.
I would agree. And like you said, we got, I think, 6 or 7 of us that run through Iowa and Missouri and whatnot. But when you do double book, it just makes it hard because you get 2, 3 tractors, and that's not really a class. But you got to drive a ways. You go out to, even up in Wisconsin, like Tomo or Hillsboro up there, Silver Series Bowl up there, and you'll have 20 in that class up there.
A lot of them from back east.
Yeah, a lot of them back east, and you got, like I said, a big draw from Wisconsin and Indiana and Ohio, and it's very popular.
And that's something I tell promoters too when I pitch the class to a promoter. We want pro stocks. Well, everybody wants pro stocks. We can't hook pro stocks 30 times a year. So it's like, what is light pro? It's like, if you haven't seen them, trust me, you're going to like the class.
Yeah.
The wheels, like I said, the wheel speed, the RPM, it's all there. And of course, your tractor is like one of everybody loves that tractor just because of the bush, the corn, the bush light on the side. How did that happen?
So, Bell Distributing, when the Iowa State Fair come back, what was it? 3 years off for 4 years, 3 years, 4 years.
Shoot, I don't remember.
Yeah,
It's been at least 2 years, maybe 3. I'm
So
not sure.
anyway, Dahl Distributing, which is the distributorship for Anheuser-Busch for the western 2/3 of Iowa.
Okay.
I had a mutual friend where I got in contact with her, and they were wrapping combines around in Iowa at the time with that corn wrap, the bush light wrap.
Yeah,
promoting it.
there was one in
the
around
farmer.
Des Moines, not
Yep.
Des Moines, Council Bluffs area. I remember
Yep.
passing. It was over there on the right side of the highway as you're heading north.
Yep. So I reached out to her and I go, hey, what do you think? Promoting for the farmer bush light wrap on the John Deere pulling tractor going back to the Iowa State Fair for the first time in 3 years. She thought it was a great idea, and that's how it all started. So
Awesome.
yeah, it definitely gets a lot of attention when you're around the bulls.
I know I always joke with Jason. We're on together and we're talking about you guys. Oh, it's Jason's favorite tractor, the bush light on the side.
It's the wrong color for him, though.
right. But the bush light could sway,
Yeah,
the mirror on the side.
It sways a lot of people.
So Light Pro is the only class you've ever pulled in.
Yep.
Are you guys happy there? Do you have any aspirations to go to a different class?
We're probably going to convert to the component chassis here sometime in the near future. So, I don't, right now, I think it's a driver's class. You got so much RPM, so much power, and you're so light. I don't know if there's any real reason to jump anywhere from there right now, but maybe pro stock someday. I don't know. It just takes a lot of time, a lot of work goes into that to keep them things running. So
I know as an announcer working on the track, I can't remember where we were at. Maybe it was Ford in 1 year, and I was track side. And of all the classes, the Light Pro class was the only one that when a tractor would go by, I would get showered with chunks of dirt. It's like, man, these guys are turning some serious wheel speed here. Because literally when you guys went by, I had to look the other way to keep them, you know what I mean? I needed goggles at that point, but
I still remember the first time I got on that thing. I didn't know what to expect because there's no way to practice, right? I mean, you're just sitting there on the tractor, hanging out for.
Yeah, that would be a sobering experience, I would say.
Yeah, it's over with in a hurry the first couple of times, but after that, you kind of things slow down a little
So
bit.
had you any experience in motorsports at all? No pulling?
No, not really. My grandpa pulled horses years ago.
Wow.
And Dad always took us around to the local tractor pulls. We always followed John Klug and.
Wow.
And I got a buddy, Rob Russell, to kind of help me get started and who to talk to and build that thing. And, I've been around it, but just not really involved like you're now.
So how do you guys decide who's driving? Is it just who's busy that weekend and who's not?
So it's my tractor, but Grant, he helps a lot on that thing. He gets to take it down the track. We just kind of draw straws most of the time, but he's getting more involved with his kids, and it's harder to, it's nice to have two people. So if you got kids activities, make the home life.
Oh, yeah.
Make a lot of friction there. So
I know all about it.
It just works out good that way. So
if anybody has any questions for Ryan Mitchell, driver of the Hostile Environment John Deere 2023 540 Light Pro champion, go ahead and throw those questions out there. Got a lot of people watching, haven't got a lot of questions here so far, but this year you pulled here
twice. This is my second time.
How did you do the first two times?
We got second. Well, this is our second time. Yeah. So we got second the first time behind Rich Johnson and Mike Eckel for Shagnasty.
Okay.
And I don't. It's putting a lot of stress on me because I want to do better than second this year. But there's a lot of good tractors. I mean, you got the Smiths and you got Alan Cook and Kurt Afgall from Wisconsin, and you got Devin Riggins, and I mean, there's a lot of good tractors out here that you got to get around.
Who do you fear the most out of all of them?
I don't know. Them Smiths run hard than Fords do from out east, and Devin's tractor from out east has been pulling really good. And Alan Cook, I mean, that thing runs runs really good. That Black Thunder tractor. So
I know what you were going to say.
Yeah. I mean, all the guys are good, and they're a good group of guys too. So it'll be fun.
So when you set up the tractor for Louisville, what do you do different?
So we got a weight 8,500. So most of the indoor pulls, they give you some extra weight for that smokestack because it adds, 100 pounds or something like that to it. So it's the lightest we'll ever pull that tractor ever. And it, for its weight distribution, we can't stack as much on the front of it. So you just stack all the weight on the front and hope for the best. Tire pressure is a real huge deal here. And the track 2 years ago was a really good track. I think it'll be the same this year. So.
It looked pretty good last night from what I saw. Saw a couple guys miss the gearing a little bit maybe last night. I mean, you guys changed gearing for this track?
I've run in my second hole. I'll run the high gear. I've always run that. I ran in the second hole one time and I regretted it. So we just kept her there. So it works. And simplifies things.
So, any you have any sponsors? I know you talked about the distributorship there, but anybody that helps you in particular that you want to?
VG Motorsports, Bryce Van Genderen.
Okay.
He's been a huge help. I mean, he helped us build the thing. He's done all the motor work and everything like that. Weimer does our fuel and turbo. K3 Tires, Mark Forth up there in Wisconsin does a tire cut. He does a fabulous job. And I mean, I got a lot of support locally from Dickey Transport and Blackhawk Farms and some others around home that do really good, do a lot of good for us here. I'd like to thank my family, obviously. My kids are coming down for the first time ever, so I'm really excited.
Very cool.
Excited to get them down here, and my wife are coming down right now, so it's going to be good to have them down here for once. So
Yeah, it's a great experience all around. I mean, there's tons of kids here, lots of stuff to see. It's really crowded for a Thursday here.
yeah, it is. It's packed.
I've been here several times. I was not expecting this crowd today.
I know.
At times, there's some traffic jams, so you have to kind of just stand and wait for the crowd to move on.
Coming in here was a Bearcat this morning. I mean, the traffic was back there
Wow.
out, to the interstate. So it's good though for a Thursday to
Heck
have
yeah.
this crowd. So.
Heck yeah, it is. So Ryan Mitchell, driver of the Hostile Environment Tractor, pulling Saturday at noon. So tune in, Outlaw Nation fans. Tune in. Watchpulling.tv is the live stream channel. If you're not here, you can watch Ryan Mitchell pull on Saturday at noon Eastern time here in Louisville, Kentucky. So Ryan, thanks for taking the time out,
Thanks,
buddy.
Ron.
Appreciate it, and good luck to you Saturday.
Yeah,
we'll be watching. We'll be cheering.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, buddy.
Appreciate it.